Now, we have on this program for a long time talked about the youth crime issues that exist in North Queensland. Now, this was a problem that Queen Palaszczuk didn't want to talk about in the lead up to her coronation victory last year at the state election, but now that they've got another 4 years in front of them, well, youth crime seems to matter.
Well, today I want to talk about youth justice, and this is a really serious issue. And of course, I said very publicly, the community expects us to do more, and that is exactly what we will do.
Oh, they were going to get so tough on it. Remember all that stuff about GPS trackers that were apparently going to be put on teenagers that are recidivist, repeat offenders? Well, that's what they were trying to get everyone to pay attention to, but in the background, we've been talking on this show for some time about a ridiculous move to increase the age of criminal responsibility, a literal get-out-of-jail card that would go to kids who are 10, 11, 12 and 13. Criminal responsibility, according to the Attorney General of Queensland, wouldn't kick in until the age of 14. Now, just this weekend, even on the Gold Coast, the issues of youth crime were there for all to see. As people want a curfew put in place because of the amount of youth crime that is savaging that part of Queensland. This was a raid on a shop which was captured by CCTV. Would these people fall inside criminal responsibility of 10, 11, 12 or 13? Would they get the free pass that the Queensland government wants the rest of the country to sign off on? We'll have to wait and see. But this soft approach on crime is something that is not new. You know it as a potential victim, or maybe a victim of crime, that when people eventually get before a judge or a magistrate, the punishment does not fit the crime. And even in oh-so-woke Victoria, in Danistan, the police there have decided the best approach to violent offenders is to go and talk to them. Literally, there is a project right now where dozens of kids are getting a good talking to in between crimes, while others won't get the talking to. And apparently this project will decide whether or not a talking to is helpful when it comes to youth crime, whereas of course all of us know what the actual result is, which is if you do the crime then you have to do the time. Sure, we don't want kids who are 8, 9 or 10 spending the rest of their life in jail, but a get out of jail pass actively being discussed by the Attorneys General of this country could go all the way to 14. So do me a favour, tomorrow, can you pick up the phone, ring your local State Attorney General and ask what is their position on lifting the age of criminal responsibility? Queensland wants to do it. Victoria wants to do it. What will happen when all of those Attorneys General sit around and decide that this is the way to magically make youth crime disappear, for it just not to count at all? It's absurd.